You're watching Mirror 7 News. Stay informed, stay ahead for more news.
Week 4 of the 2025 NFL season turned into a true showcase of resilience, defense, and costly mistakes when the Chicago Bears and the Las Vegas Raiders faced off. This matchup was highlighted by explosive plays on both sides of the ball, but ultimately it was defined by defensive dominance and turnovers that swung momentum in dramatic ways. The Raiders came into the game determined to establish their offense behind quarterback Geno Smith. At first, Smith showed flashes of mobility, breaking free on a 20-yard scramble that got the Raiders moving. But as the game unfolded, his day took a dark turn. Chicago's defense refused to let him settle in. Smith's passes were read perfectly by the Bears' secondary, with Tyreek Stevenson and Kevin Byard both stepping in for interceptions. Byard, in particular, seemed to have Smith's number, snatching his second pick of the game to stop yet another Raiders drive. With 3 interceptions on the day, Smith's confidence was visibly shaken, and Chicago took full advantage. On the other side, rookie quarterback Caleb Williams had his own challenges. The Bears' offensive rhythm was disrupted at times, especially by Max Crosby, who continued to wreak havoc in the backfield. Crosby not only produced a big tackle for loss against Luther Burden, but he also forced a fumble against Williams, putting the Raiders back in striking distance. Tyree Wilson added to the pressure by sacking Williams, showing that Las Vegas' defense wasn't about to back down quietly. Still, the Bears managed to strike when it mattered. Williams connected with tight end Cole Kmet on a 29-yard gain that breathed life into Chicago's offense, moving them into Raiders territory. Cairo Santos, steady foot, then trimmed the deficit with a 43-yard field goal, keeping the Bears within striking range. But the Raiders weren't finished either. Running back Ashton Jeanty delivered the highlight of the night, exploding past defenders for a 64-yard touchdown run. That burst of speed gave the Raiders' sideline a jolt of energy, and for a moment it looked like momentum might swing their way. The problem was that every step forward for Las Vegas seemed to be followed by another turnover or missed opportunity. Smith's third interception killed yet another promising drive, and Chicago's defense was unrelenting in punishing his mistakes. The Bears may not have had fireworks on every possession, but their ability to force errors kept them in control. In the end, this battle wasn't just about offense. It was about which team could protect the ball and capitalize on mistakes. The Bears' defense answered that call. By the final whistle, it was clear that Chicago had set the tone, leaving the Raiders to walk away frustrated after a game where their chances were undone by turnovers. This matchup will be remembered less for its highlight reel touchdowns and more for how a hungry Chicago defense took over, proving that in the NFL, ball security and defensive playmaking can decide everything. Stay subscribed for more videos.